Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Kavestic CMDB ITOM chat. As always, I'm the host. I'm the leader of this ragtag bunch we call the ITX team, the IT workflows, and we're going to continue on our discussion. So we've been kind of going through some sessions. We talked about previously all of the, the things ServiceNow has added to improve our visibility into our CMDB, to measure our CMDB, to keep our CMDB healthy. Some of the new tools we've had in. Justin was on here before. Oh, I guess I should have introduced him first, but we'll talk to him here soon. Our speaker today, Justin, had given us some sessions before, kind of talking about those features for our CMDB. But today, Justin's back with us, and he's going to talk about, in his experience, what do we get out of having a mature CMDB? How does that improve our incident process? How is our incident process affected? How are we, and what are the best things we get? So Justin's coming on talking about the top things that I think is the top five things we get out of having a mature CMDB with our incident process. So on that note, I'll turn it over to one of my top consultants, Justin Michael, to talk about, again, mature CMDB in incident management.
Great, thank you, Scott. Yeah, so today, as you said, similar to the other sessions, we'll be going over CMDB, specifically how it relates to incident management today. So I'll go ahead and jump right into that. All right, so as you mentioned, right, we'll be going over the top 5 benefits of a mature CMDB as it relates in here to incident management. So one of the first ones, I think is important is enhanced incident diagnosis, right? And with a mature CMDB, basically what that means is you get filled with accurate configuration data, right? You have your configuration items, fully filled out with, features and data and what they relate to. And that can really enhance, the incident diagnosis stage. That entire process, having that data readily available is really crucial to understanding the, the overall impact. And really helps the efficiency of assessing and diagnosing whatever the incident may be that occurs, right? And that goes into accurate impact analysis, right? So understanding whenever you get an incident saying, hey, this mail server is down or something like that, right? You're able to track down what is this mail server connected to, what region is it in, what databases maybe is it connected to, what how many users does this affect, outside of even regional, right? It may impact additional services or applications, right? And having that core data in the CMDB is really helpful and beneficial to having that whenever an incident does occur. Another really important piece of this, right, is reduction in the downtime, right? That's something that every business wants to solve, right? That's kind of the whole point of incident management, right? So having a mature CMDB really assists with that, right? And the frequency of how many times you get maybe repeat incidents, or the duration of those incidents as a whole, and how they're assessed, how they're maintained, what the vulnerabilities are, and those future impacts, right? In addition to that, there's optimizing those resources, right? So what kind of IT assets are there, right? What kind of services are there? What kind of applications, what all is going to be affected by this incident? And having a mature CMDB where you can look up and down the chain, you can go into service, you can go into CI, whatever it may be, right? And you can really have a holistic picture of what data is going to be affected, what users are going to be affected, potentially end users, if it's does go external, right? So it gives you purview into that and some insight, so you can reduce potential collateral damage, or as we said before, downtime, anything like that. right? And all of this goes into as an overall piece, right, as improved decision making for stakeholders, for service owners, app owners, server, server teams, right, firewall teams, right. Everybody kind of feeds off this as a whole IT infrastructure team. So this improved decision making, saves money. So reducing costs, reducing downtime, as well as leveraging the urgency and priority of these incidents, SLAs. All of that goes into addressing this incident process, how incidents are going to be resolved, and CMDB really helps. It is crucial in determining how that can be done, right? Versus getting an incident in with either incomplete CI data or inaccurate CI data, right? You kind of gets you running in circles and maybe not able to either accurately or efficiently assess an issue. So those are my top 5 most important benefits of a mature CMDB when it comes to incident management.
Yeah, I think that's great, Justin. And if you don't mind me adding on, I think
Sure.
all of these things you brought up, if I'm the CIO, if I'm the IT director or services director, and I'm looking at this, all of these things on a macro level lower my cost.
Yeah.
Right? Each one of these things have a direct impact on lowering my costs, and that's where we get that ROI, that return on the effort we spend implementing and managing and maintaining our healthy CMDB. Right? Lowering SLAs doesn't just make happier customers, it shortens the time my support people can handle more desks, or they can move away from these operational firefighting tasks to the things I care about as an organization. I can have people working on development instead of fixing, those type of things that grow it. We forget about that reduction in downtime, the faster diagnosis. That's all money in the bank. It's allowing me to either operate with a smaller organization or to be able to maintain my organization and allow those people to provide a greater level of support so I can scale better. I think we always forget this is money. This is real savings you're talking about here.
Exactly. And going into that, improving visibility and efficiency, then you get into event management, right? So as you see, a particular mail server goes down, right? That can trigger follow-on events, that are either precursor, incidents, or you catch something before it becomes an incident, right? You switch to a failover server, you do kind of proactive, measures that, all of this would provide, that, more efficient and definitely more ROI.
Fantastic. Well, thanks again. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for sharing your knowledge and experience with us. Everybody, we have some more sessions. We're following that top 5 benefits theme going forward in some more areas. And that, I think this is a heavy hitter where we talked about, when you could start tying those incidents, start seeing how things are managed, start having your events drive out things. This is where the rubber meets the road in CMDB. So again, thanks, Justin. Thanks everybody for joining us. Check out our next sessions. We'll see you next time. Same ITOM time, same ITOM chat.